First Impressions. I am lucky enough to have another in-home guest. I have one of the most controversial queens in the history of drag.
That's the lotion I use too.
Use cocoa butter?
Of course I do.
That lotion.
Of course I do. Look at these knees, baby. Fresh scab. Fresh scab.
Listen, I do not know a lot of white folks who be using cocoa butter.
Oh my God, it's the best.
It's great stuff. You got to get into cocoa butter, y'all. That's the Vaseline brand.
Oh, you get the nice one. I get the store brand one.
There's also an aerosol one now.
Really?
Which probably isn't good for the environment. But it's like aerosol lotion.
I have a hybrid. So it's a Jeep and it's electric. So I feel like I'm offsetting all my Elnet and aerosol use.
I love it. You're like, because I am now driving a hybrid, I full on,
Are you familiar with math and science?
I now do hairspray outside. All right.
Nina West.
You've been watching the season, obviously.
Yes, obsessed.
How are things going over on your review show?
Race Chasems is doing well. We're franchised in 14 countries. We're opening Bulgaria next month. They love us. Those Bulgarians, Bulgar wheats. It's going great. We haven't been canceled
yet, but it's because I haven't released my my full
expose.
I haven't released my full piece on you all yet. But once I finish my Jake Beyonce style deep dive on Alaska and her problematic past with I don't have
release the piece.
I don't. There actually is an old
video. That's what you say to Jacob, huh?
There's an old video of Alaska. I saw years ago. I saw Alaska at the Ritz. She would perform "Supermodel" by RuPaul, and she would just no. She actually did this like when she like this. She would do this like screamo style singing.
Yeah,
and she do a mashup of all RuPaul songs. And then she's wearing this long gown. And at one point she just goes, in the middle of Supermodel, she goes, and now comes the part where I show you my penis.
Oh, your helicopter.
Then she'd flip her gown up and then her dick would be out. And then she'd put it back and that would be her whole.
It's great.
And now comes the part where I show you my penis. All right, today we are reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race season 14. You were 10 seasons ago.
Flames
on the side of my face, breathing, breathless, heaving breath. So Bosco just got saved because she had the golden bar. Everyone told this bitch to go home. So there's this big mural of RuPaul and Dolly Parton, and it's like this famous mural, and they had to repaint it using this like Anastasia Beverly Hills inspired Norvina Anastasia Beverly Hills inspired palette paint set.
It was a cute palette too. The lilacs, the butters, the pinks.
It looks like some, definitely. You look like you're wearing some of it. You're probably not wearing it today, but colors from it.
I would hit it.
Is this a human?
Yeah.
So when you look at these two murals, one team just objectively
slayed it.
Did better. Like the Dolly part, the RuPaul side.
And Deja doing that nose like that, dirty.
Yeah. So Team Dolly wins
during Easter.
Yes. Team Dolly wins the paint challenge. And I think we all agree to that. Now we're on to one of, in my opinion, there are a few things that there are people like, I hate certain challenges coming back. There are 3 challenges I think should never go away. Makeover challenges.
Yes.
Snatch game.
Yes.
And reading. And the roast.
All of these things are drag staples that we do in our career.
Like for real.
It's not like jump in a pit of styrofoam and try to get a good photo.
So how do you prepare for a roast?
What I do is I think about the person and then I think about like all the personal things they shared with me and how I can use that to hurt them. And then
Alaska, watch out.
I just like make a list of like obvious things and then try to find the least obvious way to get there. Because I know other people are going to go before me and they're probably going to try to use the same jokes. I
prepare for a roast in a similar way. I basically write down all the things about you that I want to make fun of. And then I think of ways to get there. Like last night, me and Layla were watching the show and like coming up with jokes on the spot or off. I have this thing where I'll try to fix people's jokes. So we're going to talk briefly about their look. So Bosco goes first. Let's talk about her look first. So she's doing this like...
Hot Topic.
It's like a...
Hot Topic, Cruella, Sharon Needles.
Am I being overly critical? First of all, are the eyebrows growing?
I would have liked a white eyebrow on the black side and a black eyebrow on the white side because that would have given it some interest because right now it's just like, it feels kind of like junior high Hot Topic.
But I do like this outfit.
I like the outfit too. I think it's very cute.
I love that Bosco comes out and makes fun of herself, but it's very clever because she's actually not making fun of herself. She's making fun of everyone else while pretending to make fun. She goes, I've been told to go home more times than Ross Mathews at the white party. So it's like, it's really this like twisted, brilliant way to take digs at yourself while also making digs at literally every other person in the room. It's really smart.
Yeah.
And that hunter-gatherer bit was very funny.
Where
she says, RuPaul, when you're birth, that was very good.
That was great. She's got a mind that goes places that you wouldn't expect it.
Yeah.
And she's the only one digging in that mine.
Let's go on to the Tiny Tim of Drag. Georges shows up. I usually hate when people laugh at the end of their sentences, but I don't know why. I like it when Georges does. For some reason, when Georges goes, just like, and I am so nervous. Like at the end of every sentence, she laughs. And these little laughs at the end, like at the end of her jokes that are like kind of funny, are really sending me.
I find her so endearing because like I used to be like that, like kind of deer in the headlights at one point, and then you just gotta fake it till you make it. Like if she would have leaned into that shit, like doing like bad jokes and then just deadpanning and being like, "Can I dance for you?" But also
the editors, they kept in every pause. They kept in every breath.
Yeah, they can't wait for her on All Stars.
I also don't think that Georges did a bad job. I
don't think she did horrible either.
I'm not a Georges apologist, but apologist. But I don't think she deserved to be in the bottom this week. I thought she actually did a pretty decent job.
Who do you think deserved to be in the bottom? Daya.
We'll get there. Georges' look.
Nicole Scherzinger's little sister.
She's worn this hair.
She wore this hair as an entrance hair, but like, you're allowed to rewear hair. I've worn this hair before.
On Drag Race though, Mary? Did you rewear hair on Drag Race?
Absolutely not.
Exactly. We're allowed to rewear hair, but also, this is easy to remedy. She could, for example, just...
Space buns. Easy. I thought it, I literally thought that last night.
New wig. Her look is fine. I like the look. It's fine.
Yeah, it's good.
Let's go on to Willow's look. This is probably my favorite thing Willow's worn all season.
Young Marsha Cross.
Who's Marsha Cross?
Desperate Housewives.
Yes.
Melrose Place.
I see that, yes.
It's giving if they did a teenage Melrose Place like they did Carrie Diaries.
Yeah, I like Willow's look.
Me too. Not mad at it.
Let's go into her rose. Willow, her opening line for Georges was very funny.
What was it?
I can't remember what it was though. I laughed.
RuPaul's going to sacrifice her for 7 more years of life. All that's going to be left is a teeny tiny scene.
That was what it was. Yes, it was pretty good. Are you mic'd up, baby?
Yeah.
Work. But did her set seem short to you?
Willow's. I mean, some of them seemed inordinately long, and some just seemed way too. Oh, that's it.
I was going to Angeria. They had Paris, Michaels, Dupree, Balenciaga, Davenport,
Jacobs.
I love this look.
It's pretty. Yeah,
she looks great.
Who doesn't love an ostrich feather? And yellow is such a great color, especially on a darker background that pops.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Angeria goes up and she goes, "It's time for me to do what I do best. Read a bitch." I'm like, is that what you do? That's what you do. You're known. Angeria, you can't go up. It's like
I thought she was known for doing a park and bark. That's what she said she was known for before.
She's like everything she does best.
She's known for many things.
This is kind of like we were talking last night. Layla says this: you can do whatever you want, but it does not behoove you to oversell yourself.
They'd rather surprise them instead of letting them down. Always. Right? Keep it close to your chest like Willow.
Do what I do best. So now we are waiting. Now we are looking for Dawn Rickles, Lisa Lampanelli, fuck Joan Rivers,
Dean Martin, like the good old roasters.
This is what you do best. And she was fine.
She was okay.
I did love her read for Dulce. She called her Discount Lizzo.
Oh yeah.
And she said, "How you feeling? Okay as hell."
Okay as hell. That was good. That was
very
the
good
one. Yeah, competent, I would say.
Let's go into
that's not a read. It sounds like one, but
no,
it wasn't. That was a compliment for me.
No, competent is
and she looked beautiful.
Let's go into Diabetes. I love this look.
It's very
I like Layla hated her tights. I like this look.
You just said you loved this look.
I think she looks great.
I love it.
I love the victory roll. I love her makeup. I love this top. I love this little thing on her bow. I think she looks good.
Who's the little lady from Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas? If Sally got a job in an office, this is what she would wear.
But of the roasters, this is the best look. Of the roast looks, in my opinion, that's the best one. What do you think?
Of the roasters, my favorite look is Angeria.
So let's go on to her jokes. Oh, I didn't write anything about her jokes. I guess they were fine. I don't have a single note. All I wrote was Daya has a cute look. That is the only thing I wrote down.
I don't remember much.
That's not good.
You know, she gave me Distressed Crystal.
Oh, did she go up and say, I'm nervous?
Yeah, that was the first thing she said.
They kept acting like that was the biggest crime in the world. I was like, I don't recommend it, but they were acting like this bitch went up there and like opened, I don't know. They really made it seem like.
I mean, once you plant that seed of doubt in an audience's mind, it's sometimes hard to get them back because then they're like, here we go.
So let's go on Deja Sky. I do not like this garment.
Ooh, I'm all for mixing patterns, but you need to at least mix 3. Mixing 2 does not cut it.
What's with her hair?
I love the hair, bitch. I would get fucked in this hair 10 times a day and then turn it around and fuck them 2 more times Tuesday.
Now, if we go on to her, okay, I don't think Deja genuinely understands joke structure.
That would be a clear indicator from her set.
Like there are times where she would say the punchline before the joke.
And this was the one advice that Michelle and Dulce gave that was good. Like, don't do that as an opener.
And she did it anyway.
It's like, honey, this is perfect for the editors. They don't even have to do anything to make it look like you just played right. And if they tell you don't do something, don't do it.
All right, let's go on to our last roaster, Lady Camden.
Mm-hmm.
This look, if the root was blonde and not black, I would like the hair.
Yeah, I like aspects of this whole look. Yeah, I love this hair, but I feel like pale people, when they do a black root next to pale skin, it's very hard. If you do a dark brown root, it's way easier, but a 1B on pale ass British skin, it's very hard.
No offense.
And I have this wig. I love this wig, but like I have it in human and the root is brown.
Yeah, the look is, Camden's looks are always like fine. Yeah. They're never horribly offensive, but it's like, this is fine. This is fine. Her jokes. Let's go on to Camden's jokes. I just wrote Camden had a great set.
She did.
The asshole joke, I think, could use a little bit of restructuring.
Tightening.
Like she could have said, how is it that what the asshole is a little tightening. Thank you. I'm here all week. I think that she could have been like, how is that when I whisper into your ass, when I scream into your asshole, the echo comes back gayer, and then do the example? Because they had a great build up, and the Britney bitch was really that was great. It was a good joke.
Funny. That was funny. And the fact that they didn't show anybody laughing or they didn't cut to a reaction where nobody was laughing makes me think people laughed.
So yeah, I mean, of all of them, who do you think had the best set?
I think Camden and Bosco were my 2 picks for winners. Camden, it seemed like Camden was actually enjoying herself also, while Bosco was funny, very dry and deadpan. And if I had the choice between 2 comics, I'd rather have one with more energy. That's why I liked Camden's. I didn't get to see a lot of Bosco either. I didn't get to see a lot of either of them.
I agree with you. Camden and Bosco are the top 2. I'm going to give it to Bosco because I think her delivery was better. Yeah. I think that she's the funnest queen, and it is very clear. So it is time to talk about the runways. Category is Too. What's the official name?
Too much?
Too much.
Yeah.
So Bosco, she's doing this saw blade ballerina, which is, I've never heard of anything like this, but this looks great. Her makeup looks good. The eyebrows work here.
Yep, Marco. The
eyebrows work. This look is by Marco. This is a great look. And we've been seeing these saw blades all season.
If you come to my parking lot, you can see the outline of where they were painted behind my studio. It's a great look, and it's a way to it's not a tutu, but it gives the effect of a tutu.
Yeah,
and
it's giving tutu.
No, and I've never seen it. And if you can surprise me on a runway and surprise RuPaul with something that hasn't been seen after, probably almost 2,000 outfits on the show.
Let's go into Georgia's. Georgia's is giving this like Betsy Johnson.
It's very BJ on the runway. Sal Mineo,
Pat Benatar.
Mm-hmm. The backup dancers in the Pat Benatar video.
We are strong, heartache the heartache. You know, she goes, not you. There's a video of her talking to all the people in there. She's like, love you. See you later, girl. Fuck you, bitch. Something like that. Anyway, but, let's go on to Willow Pill. I was really upset that no one mentioned
Alexis Stone? the pygmy Alexis Stone? Because I live.
How bad her makeup was. No one said it. Every time they cut back to her and
from the front, it was fine. From the side where that cheekbone, the prosthetic wasn't laid as good as possible. But she had to go from roast to this and laying a prosthetic.
But she didn't have to. She chose to.
You're right.
I don't know how much. I don't know how much this added to the look.
Why are you mad though?
Angeria.
Not a tutu.
And ugly. This is an ugly dress.
Oof.
And they were, and when Dose was like, "Give me, you want this?"
Like, none of them are big enough to be qualified as a tutu. They're like ruffles, but
ruffles get.
It's like a Monsters Inc. ball dress. Like, I don't know what's happening.
The girls are trying too hard to think out of the box. But yeah, I do not like, and everyone, having them act like it was good was really annoying.
I feel like they were gaslighting her.
Let's go into Diabetes.
Not mad.
Like this look. That is a tutu.
I wish she knew how to walk in the heels. Because honestly, she should have had like hiker cane things.
Yeah, I would say she can't walk. She cannot walk in these heels.
The crown was a little hodgepodge, but it went with the fact that everything else was distressed. Watching the crown
bobble was giving me stress.
Me too. I thought it was going to tip over at any point. I liked the raggedy, non-laid baby edges. That's not a read. I liked how it was like kind of like she went to school at like 9 a.m. with perfect hair done by her mom, and then this is 3 p.m. after the bus.
Yeah, it's giving very where the wild queens are. I like this look. I think Diabetes is actually. I'm gonna call Diabetes the look queen of the season.
I think she's a good queen.
She's a great queen.
Yeah,
I might be team Diabetes right now. Deja Sky.
I mean, I feel like she could have Angina under there pop out in the same thing. Because remember when Angina did the yellow one in this, but it was longer?
I do remember. I don't like that.
I like that finally all of the colors in her outfit match for once. Do I like the outfit? No. But she's also wearing RuPaul's promo hair from, remember when Ru did the pink?
Oh, with the pink lemonade look. It's just an ugly dress.
This is not. This could have used a good 20 minutes of tailoring and
why a choker?
Never a choker, not right there.
Yeah,
maybe she had the ring and she was covering up because she had been sweating from earlier.
But bitch,
because Jackie B takes a belt to cover her sweat.
Just go backstage and you're about to go on stage. So when you go on Drag Race, you're standing off stage. They have there's someone there with all your makeup.
Let's call her Chanel Perillo.
And if you say, hey, I need my so-and-so, they'll give it to you.
They'll
let you touch up. You put it back in the bag and you go. There's no excuse.
When Michelle read me for my beard, I took my powder puff and went.
I forgot how good Lady Camden looked. God damn it,
Camden is my favorite look of the night for the runway. Bosco is great, but if I had to pick one to wear that I would be like, bitch, give me that from my closet, I would do this in like a golden champagne.
I just forgot this is a very Camden deserves to be in the finale.
And what lace wear?
I would have never guessed this. I would have never guessed in a million years that she would from the beginning. No, it took if I would have looked at promos, I would have never predicted this.
Oh, her promo I thought was good. She was like slutty Monopoly lady. I thought she really did the Candyland hooker. She was Candyland pimptress.
I think of the Meet the Queens.
I didn't watch those.
I was like, I just don't. But honestly, this bitch gathered me.
The shoe is good. Like the styling is beautiful. It's got taste.
Yeah,
and that can't be bought.
What's your favorite
Deja look? My favorite look from this runway was probably Camden.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Camden. Easy. Yeah. What's your least favorite look?
My least favorite look of the night was, I'm sorry, Deja Sky.
Deja Sky.
But she looked beautiful. But she didn't do herself any favors with this dress. Oh, she looks like an upside down cupcake.
Well, you know what it feels like?
I think she makes them herself though, and we should give her points for that.
No.
But no. Okay.
No. And not in my opinion. You don't get points just for making your own stuff.
Sounds like you don't sew, bitch.
I saw almost everything I wore in RuPaul's Drag Race.
And that was the problem.
But I won several challenges on RuPaul's Drag Race, I'll have you know.
So did I.
And
they were not design challenges.
I won and then they sent me home.
Listen, I won. I made everything. Not everything. I made most of them on Drag Race, and I wouldn't wear it again today. But for the time it was, I think I did a pretty good job. And it just looks like Deja Sky is wearing stuff You know what it always
Does
looks
she
like?
look better than your silver look though?
Did she? She didn't win. I wanted that silver look.
True, you did.
You did that. It always
talent though.
It looks like Deja Sky either lost weight and wore these clothes or is borrowing clothes from someone bigger than her. It always looked like her clothes are just always a little too big. All right, so let's go on. So RuPaul has decided that there are going to be a bottom three in the lip sync. And at the top of the lip sync, RuPaul said, and just so you know, only one of you will be staying. I will be sitting too. I'm watching it with Layla McQueen, and Layla said, ooh, must be nice to know ahead of time.
Oh, yeah, bless your heart.
But also Layla said, could you imagine if it was our season and then RuPaul goes, just so you know, 2 of you will be going home. There were only 2.
And what's her name again?
Her name was Dax.
Oh, sorry.
No, well, they did call her Lila quite a few. Ms. McQueen was Lila quite a few times.
Were you Lila'd or Lilo?
Or Lila'd. So they're doing the song, Good For You. What's the name of the song?
Good for you.
Olivia Rodrigo.
They're doing the song Good For You. Okay, Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo, who's like, I think 19.
Mm-hmm.
Did she also do You Said Forever, but now I drive along past your street?
Very that.
I like this song. It's giving very Paramore.
It's giving very okay, who can perform this song? Daya. They knew.
I'm gonna say this. Out of those 3 queens, in my opinion, the person who deserves to go further in the competition is Daya, regardless. And I do think we're considering a full body of work. By this point in the competition,
Same.
We have to consider your full body of work. And I also do think that I'm glad she changed shoes.
I think that was a cop-out. Like, if you're going to wear a shoe on the runway, fucking wear it. I wanted to lip sync in 9-inch Versace heels. I offered to lip sync for Princess, and they were literally like, you're going off script. And then I was like, bye, fine. But I tried to lip sync, and if you're going to wear a shoe out there, be able to fucking wear it or don't wear it.
I don't know.
Cop out.
I feel like...
what's her name? Carrie Colby. She changed into this ugly boot for her lip sync where you see her pantyhose. And I was like, if you kept that shoe on, you would have been so much cunter with that red bottom.
But also, I like that on All Stars 3, they started changing their clothes for the lip sync.
Yeah.
Because like now you get to see
those
real
are All Stars.
fucking... I was thinking about like Kamora Hall trying to lip sync in the most gorgeous, expensive gown we've seen, not wanting to hurt the garment. Carrie Colby lip syncing in a dress that she borrowed that is irreplaceable and being like, I have to lip sync in this now. Like,
Carrie was not going to not wear that dress, and they were not going to not get the screen time. When she wore that dress out, they're like, okay, now you're going to twirl in it for us too, bitch. Honestly, that was her fault.
Who do you think won the lip sync?
Tonight, on this lip sync, I think Dio won it.
I agree.
I can be fair. And Georges, they'd be stupid not to have her on All Stars. Obviously, because she's going to be a great redemption story. They love watching her twirl and perform. They weren't going to let her win this.
So Ru basically severed one of her own limbs and sent home the heir to her throne, Georges. Ru just said, wait for me in the dressing room. I'll take you home. I think that at this point, Georges is RuPaul's familiar. Like she carries Georges around in a kennel, puts her in the overhead on planes. Like she's obsessed with her. Michelle better watch out. I think she's gonna replace Michelle at this point with Georges. She's obsessed.
Georges' boyfriends are actually RuPaul and his husband, Alexis Stone, who put different makeup on them.
Alexis just did my makeup. I was so pretty.
It's about time.
Fuck off, bitch.
Did you look as pretty as when I did your makeup?
When we found out you were colorblind in the middle of it? Yeah, that was a great day.
So I think that I think that Diabetic deserved to win. I'm glad she's still in the competition. Also,
don't you have to go?
Yes. Do you feel like Georges was like oddly happy to go home?
She knew the writing's on the wall. She's like, you keep doing these dumb challenges where you know I'm gonna suck. She knew. She was
ready to, before
she wasn't even putting on hair anymore. She's like, girl, I'm wearing this short wig again.
Girl, as soon as they were basically like, Diabetic, all right, thank you so much for your time. This has been so fun. I love everyone. This is great. Ru, I'll see you. This has been really great. Love you guys. Thank you.
I didn't learn shit. I can't wait to go home and smoke a blunt.
Like she was running.
What do you think she did?
Literally skipping.
Literally.
It was wild.
Yeah.
I was like,
I've never seen a girl gladder to leave.
Right. It was like, she was literally like, I was like, why does Georgia act like she literally would rather be anywhere else in the world than
Anywhere.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
It was strange, but we now have
Change.
a top 5.
Five. That's it.
Who is going to win RuPaul's Drag Race season 14? You only get one answer.
I would be delighted if Willow Pill won.
I have been saying Willow Pill for a very long time.
She surprises me, and I like being surprised. It's hard to be surprised after so many years of this show. I enjoy Camden, and I think she's very well put together, and I like her package. I don't get as many surprises. Bosco's great. I love the way his mind works, I love the way her mind works. Sorry. I love the way her mind works, but I'm not seeing the fashions that I want altogether. I like everything that she's wearing, but like if you look at her and Daya from last week, Daya has like 18 silver spikes.
Right.
And Homegirl has like 3, which were great, but it looked like the reveal from Daya's outfit.
I think Willow Pill's going to win. If you ask me who deserves to win, and I'm ready to fight.
Don't say Daya.
I'm ready to fight to defend myself. Daya Betty.
Do you validate parking?
Fight me.
I think I'm done.
Daya Betty deserves to win at this point. In my opinion, Daya Betty deserves to win Drag Race.
No one's going to be able to reach her big head to put the crown on it because she's 8 foot tall.
She's great.
She'll be on All Stars because she's an antagonist. We haven't had any antagonists, an unapologetic antagonist like her in a while.
True.
She don't give a fuck. She's honest, and I really like that. She's going to be an All Star. She can't win this season.
I'm Team Daya Betty. Fight me. We haven't had a villain win since season 7. I am Team Daya Betty.
7.
Violet.
Oh, yeah.
Violet, Anna Wintour, Chachi.
Yes, very much so. Wait, Sharon wasn't a villain?
Not on her in real life.
Tyra was a villain.
In real life, yeah, Sharon's a goddamn monster. But on her season, she was like this little angel. James, formerly known as Tyra, was a villain, but Violet was the last villain that we had win.
She definitely was.
All right, listen. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back next week. We'll be reviewing. I think next week they said they're doing a song. So next week, but there are also 5 girls. Is there going to be there's going to have to be another double elimination unless we're, but I guess for the past week we haven't going to the finale with 4.
Or maybe they won't send a girl home one week.
I will, let me tell you right now, RuPaul, turn the camera for me, baby. I need to talk to RuPaul straight. Turn the camera. No, turn it straight at me. Full on.
So the way the angle works is
full on, baby, just do it for comedic effect. Jesus Christ. Just turn the camera. Just tilt it or something. Listen.
I didn't know you were in Edwards.
Listen, RuPaul, if you don't send a girl home next week, I will go directly to George's house and ruin your life. Let's just put it that way. And I keep my promises, bitch. It's a wrap. All right, I think we did it.